Welcome back again to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. We have Leeds Josh Warrington, who is now the two-time IBF Featherweight champ. He defeated Kiko Martinez in 7 rounds, stopping Martinez, dominated him, to be honest with you. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see a Warrington. I certainly wouldn't have picked a Warrington winning 7 rounds. I mean, I thought Warrington might win on points, or I thought Martinez could stop Warrington late. There was a huge question mark over Warrington for me, which he definitely answered tonight, and that is whether he's gun shy, whether he's got demons from the Senor Lara fight. Okay, Kiko is a different proposition than Lara, but I think Josh went a long way to dispelling those rumours that he might be finished. I had a question mark over this guy's head, and no more. Whether he wants a third fight with Lara is another matter. If I was one of his handlers, I'd avoid Lara like the clap. But he went in with, Kiko Martinez, who was enjoying this Indian summer of a career, and he dominated him. There is a slight caveat to this, I think, because in the first round, Josh started really well, very busy, very aggressive, meeting fire with fire, and you did think, is that the right tactic? But then there was a clash of heads, and it was a bad clash of heads, and the one who came off far worse was Kiko Martinez. Now, the referee, I expected the referee to step between them and say, okay, just to check the guys, because whenever there's a bad clash of heads, the referee normally checks the fighters just to make sure there isn't any sort of hint of a serious concussion or anything like that, or at least if there's a cut eye, to check the eye, how bad is it, and so on. None of that. The ref just said, carry on. Marcus McDonald was the ref. He just said, no, go on, off you go. So they started slinging punches at each other, and Martinez was clearly shaken very badly by this clash of heads, and he was cut. He tried to punch back, but he got floored badly by a swinging left hand from Warrington, which caught him bang on the button. Over goes Kiko. When he gets up, his face is a mask of blood. Looks like a first-round stoppage could be on the cards. I mean, who'd have predicted that? Kiko tried something I don't know whether it was just, whether I'm reading too much into it, but he landed a punch on the break, and the referee took time out to say, hang on a minute, behave yourself. I wonder if that was an old, a little bit of old man in, a little bit of an old trick, just to get him a bit of extra time, because he was on the verge of, certainly realistically being stopped in the first round. That was a realistic proposition, but he did see out the first round. The second round, he got battered again. And in the third round, he was creeping closer to Josh. Now, Josh, still a bit free and easy with the head. I don't know whether it was deliberate or not. But most of the rounds, Kiko had little flashes of success. He would storm forward. He's never been the most elusive fighter. Looked smaller than Warrington. Of course, he's a former IBF bantamweight, super bantamweight champ, Kiko. Now fighting at featherweight, still looks a bit small for the weight. Certainly in terms of dimensions, he's a stocky fighter. And Josh surprisingly really looked stronger, looked physically stronger. Maybe I shouldn't have been surprised by that, but Josh he was the more aggressive. He looked physically stronger. He looked the sharper, and he was box fighting. So at times he was on the edge of the range, looking to land the jab, step in quickly, land the jab, and then move. And other times he was standing, he was putting it right on Kiko with those 3 fists, these 2 and this one. Very Evander Holyfield-esque. And certainly in the 6th round, Warrington should have really lost the point for the head work. He really should have done. But they're not playing ping pong, and if the referee's not doing anything, it's up to Kiko to, be equally as naughty. So I think I had it 6-0. I wasn't really scoring it. Only in my mind. I wasn't writing anything down. But I think after 6 rounds, I thought it was, at the very least, it was 5-1. It was probably 6-0 to Warrington. And in the 7th, he finished it. And it was odd because Kiko was coming forward, looking to land the overhand right that flattened Galahad. And he did. He had Warrington in the corner. He landed a real flashy, sharp overhand right, which I don't think it quite caught Josh slap bang, but it certainly got his attention and made him spin out of the corner. Kiko then went after him. Josh comes back and clocks him, fires a ton of punches, gets Kiko on the ropes. Kiko, I don't know whether it's lack of energy, whether he just couldn't find a space to punch between, because the punches are coming thick and fast. He can't get off the ropes. The referee steps in and stops the fight. And it's a TKO in the 7th round for Josh Warrington, once again, the new IBF Featherweight champ of the world. So Kiko didn't complain, didn't object. Again, the cuts on his face were terrible. He also had a cut on the forehead from the headbutt in the 6th round from Warrington. Face a mask of blood. Yeah, is that the end for Kiko? How many times have we written him off in the past? It probably is, certainly at world level now. I can't see him coming back yet again, although you never know with this guy. I mean, he's just turned 36. In terms of Josh Warrington's career, it's totally revamped now. He has plenty of opportunities. I don't know how. I think Josh is 31 now, so he's got a couple of years left. Plenty of time to fight Leigh Wood, who was ringside, WBA regular champ. Had that incredible fight with Conlan. Mick Conlan can come back. Maybe that's an opponent for Josh. A third Lara fight, I very much doubt. What about the EBU champ? You know, Jordan Gill, who had that another incredible fight with French guy whose name escapes me. You know, there are options. That sort of domestic stroke world level rivalry for Josh Warrington. There are plenty of options, so I think he can sell out the Leeds, you know, our Leeds arena again and again. Eddie Hearn after the fight was talking about taking Josh to Atlantic City to face who, I don't know. It's interesting, but Josh Warrington is certainly back. Good performance. Kiko Martinez, massive respect to a guy who never ever quits. I mean, who never ever thinks of quitting despite being knocked out several times, coming from behind to win, being robbed on cards. You know, this guy's had an incredible career. Maybe it's time for him to call it a day now. Maybe he's done a little bit too much, and you know, he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He can be proud of his career. Spain can be proud of him. Like Leeds is rightly proud of Josh Warrington. So what's next for Josh? Did you see the fight? Leave your comments below. If you're new to this channel and you could subscribe, that would be brilliant. Hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second to just add yourself to that subscription list. Help the channel out greatly if you're subscribed. And hit the like button. You know, again, share the video if you liked it. Yeah, good stuff. Not a bad weekend's boxing this. So take care of yourselves. And as always, you know, be good. Enjoy your Sunday. And we will speak again sometime soon. Bye for now.